song than this. Alright. Hello, 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 hello. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get everyone together in unison, because we did something we didn't think we were gonna do. So everyone together, everyone. You out there, people in this house, let's go. Ready? Let's go. Yeah, you do it? Did we get this lunatic? Turn off this baby. Hell yeah, we did. Welcome everybody to The Machine's Major Malfunction, live on Beam and also on Twitch. Thank you so much for tuning in. What's up, PCN? Chromag, thank you for the host. He's auto-hosted, so he's probably not in here at the moment. If he is, hello, sweetie, and hello, sweetie, to you up in my friend of New York. You know, even though I'm not a fan of your state because they voted for a certain candidate, but no, I'm not going to hold it against you, BCN. That's okay, my friend. Well, we're fresh off a election. Before we go any further, I'm gonna announce this for there's a few people in already, even on my beam. 585-632-6449. You can call the show live on the air, and 46753 is the pin number. So it's got it right there. So hold on. Oh, there you go, down there. Stu. Yeah, I see that. He is clipped by cam shows. Yeah, Joe Dispo is a crazy guy. Can't stop laughing, farting into the mic. It's better when you know what, that's more tame what I used to do, BCN, I used to send dick pics, and I'm not kidding you, I had a couple accounts suspended on PlayStation 3 for that. But, yeah, well, how about this? We're going to go right into it for the very last time, of course it's going to be. How can I not discuss this? Before November 8th, I cracked a tooth, so caused an abscess, a big problem along my jaw. Now I can talk. It's still kind of, but I can talk. Alright, so, but I haven't been able to stream. But since then, we have done, I thought was the impossible, and that is Donald fucking J. Trump is president. I'll tell you right now, to be completely honest, I didn't think there was a chance of that happening. I again, completely honest with you. I did not think it was going to happen. The first, I guess, whiff of that possibly happening was he had the early lead. It was like 104, it was 140, 109 or something like that. And I was like, holy shit, he's actually started. He was leading. And I was like, okay, cool, okay. But then in the back of my mind, I was like, all right, if he hits the 200, that's where it could get a little squirrely. And I feel something was going to happen. This fix might be in which I thought it, because then there was a state that he was up 20%. And then it turned out to be at the end, he actually lost. And I forgot the state because there was a few that she actually won. And mostly West Coast. And I won't hold that against my buddy Joe Smith. I wonder who he voted for. I guess I'll ask him and find out on Twitter. Anyways, so what happened from there? So I started listening to his show, got live coverage, and it just Trump kept getting states. And then at 11 o'clock, it went to a complete halt. And the generalization is like, it was starting to sink in that this might actually fucking happen. And of course, you had to post to people, especially where I work at. People were just like, oh, look what you've done. And they gave me shit. And I was like, you know what? I said this all along. I was like, the system fucked up so bad. This system, even Republicans, not just Democrats, Republicans, the system altogether fucked up so bad that we were willing to vote for an outsider like Trump to be president. And it happened. And the thing is, too, a lot of people that were said for years that, oh, we need an outsider. We don't need an establishment guy, the same cookie-cutter candidate. Well, here's your guy. And you know what? A lot of people voted, and then there's people that were too scared to do it. And I think that's the reason why Gary Johnson, that dope, that didn't know what Aleppo was, got 3 million votes, which I think was close to 5% of the actual votes overall, popular vote. And now, don't be alarmed, people. It's not going to be a complete fucking politics show. This is the last time we're going to be covering this. And I'm excited because myself voted for the guy that's in there. Now, before you jump on me and say, oh, how can you do that? Oh, how could you vote for such a bigoted asshole? Well, you know what? That bigoted asshole pretty much self-promoted because the liberal media was so against him. He had to say outlandish shit. For the most part, yes. Do I feel he has those feelings? Yes. 2, do I feel that was his way without spending a lot of money to get the attention to where he got the nomination and ultimately the fucking White House? Yes, it was a smart move on his part. While Hillary spent millions, this guy pretty much just, used free advertising. The dumb liberal media. And it was stupid on their part for jumping and pouncing. They were like fucking hyenas, you know? Boom. Hillary Clinton hype. Yeah, go ahead, Dorgan. By the way, I see that you're on Twitter now, my friend. Welcome to the tainted social media platform that is Twitter. But it's not as bad as Facebook, though. I jumped out of Facebook a long time ago. 3 years ago, to be precise. And, fuck that. I'd rather just deal with Twitter. But, so going on to what I was saying, just... It's 11 o'clock. I'm sitting there waiting. I was like, fuck, man. I knew it was over at this point because he needed only 16 at 11 o'clock. And I knew we had PA. Because Hillary fucked up prior to the election. It was like the week before. She said, she said it throughout her whole campaign, but she really emphasized about the coal industry. How are you going to say that? We're one of the biggest fucking states as far as electoral vote. Western Pennsylvania is mostly a coal mining fucking area. And you're telling them they're going to be out of a job if she gets in? Of course they weren't going to vote for her. And that's exactly what happened. And you know what is shocking? All my friends have been begging me to do Twitter. They think it's perfect for my sense of humor. Yes, it is. And I love your... middle school memories. I saw that. I was like, damn, that's the shit I used to do at middle school. Alright, sorry. I'm reading chat for people that are wondering. But, so, it was about 2:30, 2:45, and I was like, what the fuck, man? It's almost 4 hours. In the back of my mind, I was like, they're trying to pull the fix. That's exactly what they're trying to do. They're trying to pull the fix so this bitch miraculously fucking wins, and then yet again, we're going to accept it like assholes, go to work the next day, and not fucking revolt. Then you hear that Hillary Clinton was not going to a rally. She sent her campaign manager to speak on her behalf. And I was like, whoa, what? But the media still wouldn't freaking announce it. The media would not announce it. That he won. And finally, when they said that he was going to his campaign headquarters to speak, then, boom, he won. And I'll tell you, I could literally say this without even joking. I think I came twice within 15 minutes after that. It was just the excitement, because it was about time we said, fuck you to the system. Fuck you for screwing us over for so many years. You thought you could do it again for another 4 years of pretty much raping us without any retort. The PC culture where we are supposedly supposed to talk open and honestly about race, religion, whatever, sex, homophobia, whatever you want to say, okay? But in reality, it was if we opposed what you thought, meaning the left, we were given the scarlet letter, which was whatever it is. And people like Dorgan now will probably have more open forum to express themselves. Him, comedically. Dorgan, 1975, great fucking content on his Twitter. He's hilarious. He's funny as shit. I enjoy his. Some of it could be a little blue, but overall enjoyable. But so yeah, 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm sitting there, giddy as a motherfucker. My father comes up. He wakes up, and he, of course, hates Hillary. And he's like, what's going on? I was like, Donald Trump won. And the face of my wife, the face of my father, said it all. And myself, I was like a little kid. It says, I heard people saying that we need to get rid of the Electoral College. Yeah, you know why? Because it didn't work in their favor. Now, back in 2008, fucking McCain had more of the popular vote, but Obama got the presidency through the Electoral College. Now, they say the reason for the Electoral College is the fact that they were paid to these states and not focus on them. So overall, they give a certain amount of points, you would say. Oh, pardon me. I'm always gassy at this time of night. There we go. Not like Joe Smell, I'm going to fart into my mic and then talk into it. So I'm not doing that. But that was the reason. But yeah, of course, because it went against them. And you know what? Go fuck yourself. Because here's the thing. They would say, oh, Hillary would be in the office. Yeah, but also it came out yesterday that this bitch was having people, illegals, bust. It's fucking documented. It was on video. And it's known that they do that shit. But you know what? It came back to bite them. Donald J. Trump is president. Whether if you like it or not, how about giving the guy a fucking chance? Just as I did in 2008, and trying to, despite the disaster of the first term, I still give him benefit of the doubt in the second term, meaning Barack Obama. Now, it could happen that he might do good for this country. You don't know. And the people that are freaking out right now are the people that get the goodies and afraid that's going to be taken away from them. Because the one thing that this country promotes is laziness. And no one has said, and I, as a few people, will say this about Trump. In the last week of the leading up to the election, this guy visited about 20 plus states. Most of them were states that he probably didn't have a chance, but pushed himself to make sure he talked to the people there, saying that he is the right choice. All right, that guy's work ethic is unbelievable. Whether you could say he's on coke or whatever, that was the rumor throughout the whole election, was that he's on shit for to be able to do that. I'm 33, very hyperactive, and I can outwork these young motherfuckers at my job like it's nothing, okay? I just have that work ethic, and so does he. And no one will give the guy praise for it. Again, we promote laziness in this country. And again, I'm going to emphasize this, people. Yes, this is political talk. It's not the whole show. We'll get into other things. I just want to speak my mind. That's the way it is. Okay? If you don't like it, sorry, and then tune to something else. But today, I'm going to talk about the election one last time. Blacks hate the Electoral College. I'm just reading the chat here, so I'm not saying it. I don't think they hate that. But you know what? In Oregon, a lot of African American blacks who are Negroes, however you want to say it. Okay? I say black people, because that's what they are, black people. We're white people, even though we're peach. Whatever. Black people actually voted a lot, in huge percentages, in many states for Trump. Because they realized that Trump brought something up that not many people brought up during the whole campaign. And that's the fucking disaster zones in the inner cities. And he addressed it. And got shit for it. For a guy not ignoring what's going on. Because it is a problem. And I feel he would do something about it. And black leaders like T.J. Sotomayor, which is based out of Philly. Men like that really want to help the black community, and I see that and TJ Sotomayor is, I would love to get him on the show. I even contacted him. I might get him on. It's a possibility. I'm not going to say, oh, he's coming on the show. There's a big possibility, because I support everything he does, and I would love to have him on the show. So, and he's a very humble guy that he will do it for anyone. He's going to plenty of podcasts that are not that big. There was a couple I just saw that just started, and he went on there just to spread the word. That's how dedicated that guy is, and I respect that. Again, work ethic. We don't promote that in this country. So Trump went 20 about 20 states within a little over a week to try to inform the voters in those states, hey, I'm the better choice, not her, okay? And again, it's just they criticize that. And again, we promote laziness, and the laziness is derived from what the Democrats give whoever benefits from that. And I'll tell you right now, during that time between 11 to 3, I'm going to show you something. I never laughed so hard in my life. Then, hold on, let me go. Hold on. I never laughed so hard. This is what I saw. Hold on. Check. Shit. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Oh. Oh. Oh, what's the matter? What's the matter, baby? Ooh. Oh, hold on, let me move this over. At the beginning of election day, the media was saying that Trump only had... Yeah, I know. That just... Yeah, I'll get into that in a second. And again, it's not the whole show. We're going to talk about other things, okay? Roxy, welcome, my friend. Welcome. Look at this. I'm loving it. Oh, what's McDonald's? I'm loving it. Oh, look at these. Oh, what's the matter? You ain't getting your free education. Ah, fuck you. Anything that's free for you is going to cost me, okay? Again, we promote laziness in this country, and you wonder why we're fucking failing. And I think about time we got a guy that would bring the attitude up, the morale up, the fucking work ethic up. And if it's a guy that's willing to do it, I think Trump would do it. Look at this silence. Look at the little babies. Oh, what's the matter? Oh. I'll tell you, when I was watching that on Fox News, I was literally pissing myself. I'm not gonna lie. I literally pissed myself watching that. Because that's the whole thing. You've seen the attitude. Oh, what am I gonna do? They got pissed. Oh, what am I gonna do? I need this. I need that. No. It's called work for what you want, okay? The very same thing I've done. And that 33, what I've accomplished, I worked hard for it. Was not given. A guest at the hotel where I work at is an ER nurse, and she was telling me that the people were coming to the hospital threatening to kill themselves. Well, you know what? Good for you. Good for you. Go ahead. Do it. I'm not going to sit there and be like, oh, don't do that. Give the guy a benefit of a doubt. They said the same shit when fucking Reagan became president. Were there a couple of policies that were kind of bad? Yes. But overall, we got over it, okay? But here's the thing. Reagan was not a freaking business guy. Reagan was an actor that turned politician. Trump is a businessman. Businessman that pretty much has a corporation where he appoints people to do his job for him, which is ultimately what the president does. He's not going to be tied to big contributors, and he's got to sign one of their guys to be in his cabinet. He received nothing contributions from the little guy like myself, which I have, and many other little people, I guess you would say. The small majority. And overall, he is in office. Get over it and allow the guy to do something. Just as I gave Obama a benefit of a doubt, that he would do something. I feel there were some policies that he tried, and yeah, when you have a whole predominantly a Republican House and Senate, it wasn't going to go through. But Obamacare was the most disastrous thing that happened in this country. I'm hoping, and it is going to happen, that it's probably be repealed, if not restructured to, no matter what they said, a penalty's gone. But we'll see where that goes. But let's give this guy benefit of the doubt. But of course, no. They want to do the protest, thinking that would do something. No, it's not going to do nothing. The protest ain't going to do dick, okay? You can voice your opinion, and you're entitled to that opinion. But guess what now? You're going to have the other side retorting, and guess what? You gotta fucking take it. Because that's the way this country was built on, okay? Not this little leftist mentality that's been around for 8 fucking years, where you're telling, I'm going to tell you what it's like, and you can't voice your opinion. If not, I'm going to throw the races. And no matter what debate You get debate them, and you got them to the fucking corner. Their backs against the wall, and they go, racist. Stops the whole discussion, stops the whole debate, and then you got to somehow stop the debate and then go and prove to that person and others around, possibly, that you are not a racist, and completely ends that debate. Guess what? It's done, okay? I've always been a man of free speech, okay? And what we allow on this channel is a retort. I allow you to call in. Whether if you agree or not, call up. Go ahead. I'm welcoming you, okay? It's just, it's an open forum. Dorgan in chat here can say horrific shit, some of which I think is fucking hilarious, because at the end of the day, he is a comedy writer. So, it's a free speech, alright? And that's where it is. So, now that we got the serious shit out of the way, and the Kenko cunt is pretty much, I'll go on, because what is she going to do? She ain't going to be alive for the next one. Hell, the bitch collapsed at about 9/11 memorial. That was the other thing. People were worried about her, like, health. Because, I mean, the collapsing nonstop and the coughing fits. There was something wrong. You were voting for Kane if you voted for her. Instead of being pissed off, I like it to a child that doesn't get their way. Yeah, no, that's what they're doing. They are. It's exactly what they're doing. They're throwing a temper tantrum. But you know what? They'll get the fuck over it. Because there was something else that pissed them off. But one thing... Hold on. Yeah? Thought my wife was... Really has Zika. Well, probably. But what was I getting at? I thought I heard my wife call for me. There was a point to it. Because from reading your thing, I came up with something out of that. Temper tantrum... Ah, fuck! Oh, well. I liken to this... to child. Yeah, they don't get their way. I'm trying... Oh, God damn it. We do need to come together. We need to get the fuck away from the separatism. And you know what? That's the... I'll think of what I was going to say. But going on to the first part where you said we need to come together instead of being pissed off. Now, Trump, in his speech, his thank you speech, when he won... He was talking about togetherness. And that is something that you did not hear, regardless of what you could say. At the end of the day, in the last 8 fucking years, you never heard that out of Obama's mouth. Okay, that guy wanted to separate it. And prime example, if I had a son, he would look like Trayvon. It was shit like that. No matter what the situation was when it came to the police. And in the last 8 years, the police have been so disrespected and so shit on. Alright? And I'll tell you right now, if that cankled cunt got in there, that clam-eating little bitch, I'll tell you, she would be fucking... It would be just as bad, if not even worse. Oh, I remember what it popped in my head. You know what's kind of funny in the last, I would say a few months, okay? What hasn't happened? A Black Lives Matter movement protest, okay? And they call it protest, but they really fucking vandalize. No attacks on from ISIS. All these things seem to miraculously disappear. Oh, why? Because it would hurt the Democratic Party, but it hurt you anyway because you fucked yourselves. And the media, you've been proving that you're a lying sacks of shit. Your polls don't mean nothing. And guess what we say to you? Fuck you, system. Fuck you. We're on Trump. I can't wait till January 20th. Boom. Give the guy benefit of the doubt. Let's see what the guy could do. Let's get an outsider with a good business sense, with a good work ethic, and see what he can do for this country. Thank you. And once again, I'll tell you right now, I do have to get this video, and then we'll end it, and we'll move on to other things. I know this shit got real for the last 28 minutes. Okay, it got real. Okay, but hey, we're gonna have our fun afterwards, and then I'm gonna let you guys know. This is the type of guy you're dealing with, okay? I love my country and I love talking politics, but I'm also a guy that took a shit in the middle of sex, have a hard turd drop down, and kicked it under bed just so I didn't ruin the mood. That's the kind of guy you're dealing with as you listen to me, okay? There we go. Moving along. Read about the protest. Okay, I'm going to read something. And Let's go. Let's see. Hold on. You know what? Alright, yeah, Trump is not my president. And guess what? And then you won't get the goodies then. Go fuck yourself. Let me first say I'm neither a Trump or Clinton supporter. Now, this is from during in the chat. Alright, I'll read this out loud. I don't care. This could probably be a bad thing. I just don't get it. Protest accomplishments. Absolutely nothing. Accomplishes absolutely nothing, and to a degree makes one look foolish and self-righteous. You're essentially throwing a tantrum because you didn't get your way. Look, people, that's life. Yes, exactly. Participation trophies, okay? That is a bad thing. It's bad. Everyone's a winner. No. You gotta have something to work for. Giving everyone a fucking, reward is detrimental because it promotes, again, at the end of the day, it promotes laziness. There you go. Every 4 years, people bitch in who has been elected president. Yeah, I kind of bitched myself in 2008 and 12, but again, gave the guy a benefit of a doubt, hoping that he would do something. Let's see what the guy can do. All right? I will give the guy a benefit of the doubt, which I did. And I'm going to do it with Trump, even though I voted for him. I'm so sick and tired of everyone thinking that they're more important than they truly are. That is true. Why is it that people think that the least informed want to be heard the loudest? Yeah, that's one thing I did realize, because a lot of videos were made at Hillary protests or Hillary rallies and all, and they would interview people, and they don't have the slightest fucking clue what they're talking about. Dorgan, if you can find anything like that, I would like to play that on there. Okay, so he moves on and he says, please shut the fuck up with your dribble and get back to watching Keeping Up with the Kardashians while you spat off your foolish opinions on social media about shit that you have zero knowledge of. Well, that is true. But you can have your opinion. But yeah, you gotta have some knowledge. Gotta have knowledge to it. And again, I'm one, and a lot of people didn't bring this up, but I brought this up. And again, I said it, the work ethic. When I talk to people, I was like, dude, that guy's got a fucking work ethic. Why wouldn't you want a guy like that in office? Not many people brought that up throughout this whole campaign. One or few people. I thought that on my own, because I'm thinking, hey, this guy's all over the place. While Hillary's got 10 people throughout the country doing her shit as she goes into hiding, which would have happened if she went in. You would barely saw this bitch. Please stop posting pictures of your dumb kid. Oh, P.S. Dumb kids. You kids aren't cute or adorable. Alright, well, fuck you, because I do that. You fucking asshole. Anyways, kick shit under the bed hashtag. Yep, exactly, sir. But, alright, so we go from there. And then check this shit out. Hold on. I don't know why that popped out. Now, here's a reaction from... Oh, here we go. Check this out.
Hey, babe, wake up. Donald Trump's president.
There.
That in her lifetime, she deserves to be the first female president. And that's what makes me so sad. Is that I just wish that she had that opportunity because she's fought for so long. And because...
Okay, hold on. I'm already pausing it. Now, she said, oh, she deserves to be the first female president. That was the other thing. I don't know how that escaped my mind, because I have so much I want to talk about. I tend to go off on a tangent and forget to mention things. This is the one thing that did annoy me, is that women were purely voting for Hillary Clinton just because she had a pussy. That is it. She has a pussy. She has female tits. They are on the same side, hence why they were voting for her. Nothing else, not realizing how detrimental it was for them to do that. Not realizing what damage they would have done to this country for not only 4 years, for many years. It was important that the Republicans won this, because it would have been a very, very, very long time before we would have saw anything else other than a Democrat winning the election, when they would have brought in a bunch of immigrants to pretty much work for them. It would have been a long time. So, going with that woman aspect too, get the fuck out of here. This is why I said it, and I say it should go back to the landowners, like me, and others that own the house. It should go back to that, because truly that's who it affects at the end of the day. Alright, let's go on.
I believe her when she says that she loves this country. This is all she's ever done. She's given her life to make it better. But like Donald Trump so ironically played after his speech, it said you can't always get what you want.
About Donald Trump winning, bro?
Copper, get back here. We gotta get the fuck out of this country, man.
Donald Trump. It was just other people showing. But you get my point. They're freaking out. Oh my god, let's get the fuck out of here. You should have worried about that if the bitch got in. Cause I'll tell you one thing. They're talking about this whole little fucking, what was it? Oh, there you go. Let me get this back up here. I'm sorry. Oh, we'll go to war with Russia. Yeah, well, let's sorry, I knocked the mic down. Let's be honest, that's exactly what would have happened if she got in. Well, overall, na boo boo, we won. Fucking assholes. You know what? It's about time we get the balls back. Let's see what the guy can do. Lena Dunham went to Canada? No. Neither did Snoop Dogg. Neither did any other twat like Alec Baldwin. Fuck all of yous. Go to fucking Canada, you cocksuckers. And I know you won't. You go back on what you say because ultimately you need to be in Tinseltown or New York to get your fucking gigs. Especially with Lena Dunham. Huh? With you and your fucking, two clam-eating mothers. Or is it mother and father? How's it go? And you are unfuckable as well, you fucking fat cunt. Anyways, moving along. Going from election. I'm going to go off onto a topic of video games. Now, I'm a fan of Nintendo. Who isn't? Especially someone around my age. Okay, I'm 33. Of course, you grew up in that time where NES was a big thing. It was. Definitely was. Well, what came out yesterday, the other day? The NES Classic Edition. I'll tell you. I should have brought it down. I'm actually going to stream it. It is fucking awesome. I'll tell you, it's awesome in the face. I do like it. You can make clips, video game clips, and submit it. But the thing is, it kind of sucks that you only get 30 games, but it is 30 games that you would play. And I'll tell you right now, the one thing I realized is that I fucking suck at Mario. It's a given. I suck at Mario. Alright? Mario, back in the day when the mechanics in the game wasn't the way it is now, it's a little looser and better mobility. Back in the day, it was like you had to be precise. God, we did Mario 3, and we didn't even make it past the first world. Where back in the day, I would do it just like that. 10 minutes, boom, on to the next world. Then NES Classic still sold out around. Yeah, it is everywhere because they didn't make enough for the demand. Apparently, there was a silent demand. I mean, when there was first news of this, there wasn't much of a buzz, and that's why I was shocked. I heard that it was sold out so damn quick. I guess it was like a last second buzz. Because I didn't see anything. And I go on fucking news, I go on gaming news, I go on Twitter. When I come up for topics for this show, I'm looking all over the place. I didn't see anything about this shit. And then all of a sudden Friday, sold out here, sold out there. I found a place that happened because luckily it wasn't. So I rushed over there, got it. Boom, started playing it. So, yeah, fucking Mario, man. Real life. I went from being the man of that game to sucking ass. Because we've been, I mean, come on, let's face it. Games are in the way a lot of you should have played. Back in the day, you played a game like Mario. There wasn't saving. You would have to play it. If you wanted to beat the game, you had to play it all the way through. Of course, they had shortcuts. You had Mario 3, you had a whistle. Mario 1, there was a transporter. You just had to find the secret passage to get to it, where you get warped to other worlds. They had things like that in games, which are ultimately were Easter eggs. And PCN, I'm sorry. Oh, shit. My buddy PCN popped on the other platform. I'm sorry, I didn't see that you popped on here. Anyways. Yeah, it's, you sound like you had a stroke. Can you explain the recovery process for me? No, I didn't have a stroke. I was eating a butterscotch candy. Stroke. Well, given by my father. He had one. He's paralyzed on the left side. Mobility not that good. Can't get his dick hard anymore. Kind of sucks. So enjoy. What is that, Trey? Well, you're welcome, Trey. Still can't believe that people on eBay selling the. Yeah, I know, man. And people are gonna fucking buy it, just like they did it with PS4 and Xbox One. They'll get it, sell for a shit ton of money, and people will be willing to do it because they don't want to wait. Again, this is the age of instant gratification. People do not want to wait for anything, and they're gonna blow a shit ton of money for a $60 system. They're gonna pay $1,000 for it. It's fucking stupid. I had a stroke earlier with. How do I sexually relieve myself? If I can't fuck my wife, I go to a rubber tug where I get a nice massage from a nice Asian lady, preferably young, not an old one. I've been stuck with that before. And then at the end, I get a little jelly belly. Okay, there you go. Yeah, right. Lovely question in the chat here. And where's Ann Coulter? He is away. I just want to do the talk show just myself. Just myself. Anywho, as we got two lovely gentlemen in chat. I'm wondering if it's the same person for both. One's just fucking with me to get a reaction out of me. Think I'm gonna get angry. Let's see. Let's see where this Trey motherfucker is from. Video. No. Follow. Oh no. Let's see. Anyone I know. Let's go. No. Fire. No. No, we just got a professional troller here. Huh. Yeah. Alright. Well, yeah, good for you, you fucking. Yeah, cunt. Jelly belly. You know, man, I swear to, it's not me. Oh, okay. Well, alright. Well, you know what? The fact that you jumped so quick, I'm actually gonna believe that. Because sometimes Dorgan likes to fucking break my balls. Anyways, yeah, going along. Yeah, a lot of people are selling that shit for a lot of money on eBay as well as Amazon. And yeah, people are gonna be dumb enough to do it. And hey, I'll tell them, hey, you're gonna make a shit ton of money because people cannot wait. However, because they don't even know. It might be a few months. If not, get a computer, download an emulator, and then download ROMs. Technically, it's not illegal. You can't redistribute it by selling it. That's when it's illegal. So, that's what I say. Okay, people? There we go. But overall, I'm enjoying it. And then, of course, I'm going to stream it at some point. I also got a couple games over the weekend, too, that I haven't played in the longest time. Rocket League and, believe it or not, Minecraft, Xbox One. Yeah, call me a fruit. I don't care. I enjoy it. I'm going to do a multiplayer minigame world where I'm going to get the viewers involved. So, yeah, I'll promote it on Twitter when I'm going to do it. But this week, I think Tuesday. I'm not going to be able to stream tomorrow because I got to work till 1 in the morning. But Tuesday I'll be back, and I'm going to probably look for people to enjoy some Rocket League with me. So, again, tune in Tuesday night. That includes you, Mr. Trollman Trey. If you want to play along, too. But, yeah, overall, it's good. I'm telling you, I'll podcast it. You'll see how it is. It's fucking awesome. So, yeah, there was an emulator on the Xbox One, but they took it down. Wait, what? Really? Hold on, let me see that. Hold on, I'm gonna look that up. Apparently, I was told there was an emulator on Xbox One. Let's see, I'm gonna look it up on the news. Emulator on Xbox One. Oh shit, there was a Nintendo one. Back in September. Ah. Oh, look at that shit. How the fuck they get... Well, you know what it is? Microsoft. I could see that happening. I could definitely see that happening. Alright. And it looks like our friend Trey left. Oh, boner. Are you still in here, BCN? It's not showing it. Alright. I'm sorry, buddy. I didn't realize you were in here. Anywho's. Yeah, let me fix that. Yeah, well, that's fucking weird. I don't know how. I mean, that's essentially something that you wouldn't do. You just wouldn't do that. Anywho's. Anyhow, Pepper. Yeah, there was this video I saw. And it's very small and insignificant, but it got me thinking for a while. So I'm just going to play this video. Check this shit out. Here we go. Hold on.
This is my Uber driver, and he just told me something very special, that he's the voice.
Oh, I got to pause it real quick. This bitch is annoying. Her talk. When I first heard, I wanted to slap her. All right.
Behind.
Welcome. You've got mail.
No way! Do it again. Do it again.
Welcome. You've got mail.
Yay. Okay, what's your name?
Elwood Edwards.
Elwood Edwards. Thank you.
You bet.
Now I know what you're saying. Oh, it can't be. No, that is the guy. The guy that I heard so many times. You got mail, and it's usually well, we'll get into that. But yeah, now he's an Uber driver, and the first thing I thought of was. Yep, the voice of AOL. Yep. Where's that, bro? Well, let's see. If it's Sunday night, it's Monday morning, so he's at work. That's why he'll probably catch the replay. So, Dad, bro, if you see me, that's my old broadcasting partner for the people watching on YouTube or whatever you're watching this on replay. Dad, bro was a co-host of mine, but hopefully, eventually in the future, he'll be back for a once-a-week thing. But overall. Hi, buddy. I hope everything's going well for you. There you go. All right, moving along. Back to the AOL. Yeah, now he's an Uber driver. And then I came to think of this. Like, how is he only doing that now? Is that his way of getting out? Was that guy not taken care of by AOL? I know they're not the most popular thing these days, but I think that guy must have made bank for that one little phrase. I guess not. But yeah, it brings back the days. When I heard that, I would get excited. Because back in the day of AOL, you had AOL Chat. Before AIM, before Twitter, before all that, like direct messages, there was this thing called AOL Chat. And what you would do, you would go into certain things. They had age limits. They had territories, meaning states, city, areas, Northeast, Pennsylvania, or Philadelphia, or Pittsburgh. They had it broken down into so many chat rooms, and you would go in there, and there'd be a shit ton of people. You go from there, and you just type away with people, and then you get a bite from someone, and it'd be usually a girl. Hopefully, I've been fooled. I'll get into that. So I would go and I'll find someone, and of course you click on the name, you send them a direct message, a private instant message. That's what they called them, instant message, not text message, not direct message. Chat was huge back in the day. Yes, it was. I would troll back then too. I could see that, Dorgan. I really could see that you would fuck around with people in chat rooms. I could definitely see that. Anyways, yeah, so, and then I would hold a conversation with them. Now, if they were close by, which I preferably wanted, I would say, hey, send a pic. And you know, it's funny, going back to that, the first thing you would say to ASL, you just don't even see that anymore. Like, seeing that, it's like, wow, that's like ancient. I remember watching a movie not too long ago. I want to say it was, American Pie, but I could be wrong. Where I saw like typed A/S or A/S/L, age, sex, location. Of course, I mean, you don't have to really do that now, but back in the day, that was a common thing to ask. That's the first thing you ask. And then some people would be abrasive and then put a slash of P, meaning pick. Are you going to send me a pick? And there was times I would be edging up like a... Hold on. My neighbors are fighting. I can hear them screaming. I thought it was someone in my family. Get people going. Oh, jeez. Remember when it took 30 minutes to download a point pick? Yeah, well, hold on. I'll get to that. Yeah, it's dial-up internet. Until about 2002, where we actually got better internet. It was called broadband. It was quicker, and nothing compared to what it is now. But, yeah, I would be abrasive sometimes. I was edgy, so I'm like, P, meaning pick. And sometimes they'll send it, sometimes they wouldn't. But when I would get that, you got mail, I would get excited because I'll click it and I'm like, ooh, and you see the screen name. And at the time, it was screen name, which would also be your email, your instant messenger. It was like everything. You picked that name, that's what the name you had. And you had to go through hell to like change it. It wasn't like you had this and that was it. You had to change your name. You had to go through hell. It was worse than changing your gamer tag on Xbox. But yeah, when you would get that message, I'll go in there and I'll go in the mailbox, click it. Oh yeah, there we go. Click. And it slowly goes down because it takes forever to download. And then you finally get to there's a little bit of a tit. And me, I wait till it reached about the halfway point of the tit, and I start jacking it. Because by the time I fully saw the nips, I was ready to go, and plooge. The sound of dinner. Oh, all right, let's play this. Dorgan, post this in chat. This is what you heard. Here we go. If you wanted to get online back in 1999. Oh. You motherfuckers are so lucky to you like this. You fucking millennials. Imagine hearing that. You had to hear that every time you wanted to sign on. And you know what the sucky part is that because you were using a phone line, so if anyone decided to pick up the phone and just start dialing out, it knocked you off. Or if someone called you, it knocked you off. So you had to have a second line. But even then, I mean, you had a second phone line. You're fighting with someone on the phone on the first line. You're going to go on the second line to try to get on there. Hey, call me on the second line. And it will knock the person offline. Person will call back. And then next thing you know, you can't get online because some asshole's on the second line. That's the sort of shit you had to deal with growing up. Unlike now where you fight... I don't think you can really fight over internet access. Of course, it won't be as quick because you got so many people on. That's a different thing. But overall, yeah, you didn't have to rely on a phone line now as you had to back in the day. But yeah, it was so slow. It would take forever to get a pick. So when we'd get to that stage where you send each other pics, blah blah blah. Because believe it or not, I was a decent looking guy. Alright, not as ugly as I am now. I aged horribly. Alright, 33. I fucking hit the wall about 5 years ago. Yeah. Anywho's, so we'll get through that conversation and we get to know each other a little bit. Then the meeting occurs, and that's usually after the first conversation. For the most part, I was pretty persuasive guy. I was pretty good. Okay, for an ugly guy, I'd say I was decent looking when I was younger. For a guy that was decent looking, I was able to pull some fucking trim. Okay, I knew how to talk to women. I wasn't like, I was wondering if you want to go on a date with me. No, I wasn't like that at all. Okay, and you'll get to know more about me later on as this show progresses. How much of a sick fuck I really am. Anyways, yeah, so we will talk. Of course, we set up a time where we'll meet up, and then usually I'll pick a mall. And the reason I would pick a mall is because I would like to do what they call a lap around. I would tell them to meet me at the food court at McDade Mall. And if people don't know McDade Mall, it was the first mall ever around in the Delco area, which is outside of Philadelphia. But it was also the shittiest because it was so fucking small compared to the malls of now. Or Granite Run or Springfield, which are two other malls that were fucking Wait, believe it or not, it's funny because I mentioned 3, and the only one that's left is Springfield. Granted, one that was a huge mall is gone. McDade Mall, which was kind of a shitty mall, is gone. And I'll tell you, Google that, Dorgan. I mean, Springfield Mall, Granite Run Mall, McDade Mall. Actually, do McDade Mall. It shows how, you know what, let's see if I can pull it up. This is how fucking depressing this mall was. And the reason they kind of fell apart is because they really stuck it with the old fashioned mall and didn't bring in the big companies in there. So they were all local places, really. Let's see if I can get a photo up for you here. McDade Mall. Actually, Abandoned Mall. Oh, dude, this is right towards the end. I'm just going to show you guys this real quick. I know it's the most exciting thing. It's more about being funny and outrageous without. Looks meh. But not as much to them. Yeah, I know. Oh, let's go back. This is the mall I used to meet girls. So, hold on. Alright, here you go. So this is back, yeah, at this time it was pretty much done. There was not much left. There was a bit of the center part. Believe it or not, they had a Christmas parade. They would open up that windows and then they would have cars drive through. It was fucking insane what they would do. And there's Kmart, shittiest store. My God, 2010. Oh my God. That's right. Because now it's all like a bunch of stores like TJ Maxx and all that shit. And because you had Acme Supermarket on one end and then you had Kmart on the other end. They just pretty much knocked down a mall and rebuilt like a bunch of stores in between. But man, it's fucking depressing seeing this. Oh, let's see. Let's go further. Let's see. Here we go. Here was the inside. There we go. And I don't know if you know this store again. Around here went out of business. Yeah, they're slowly falling apart. Dorgan. What's the fucking movie? Shit, with Mark Wahlberg, when the daughter dies. Oh fuck. Mark Wahlberg's father. His daughter was raped and killed. Fuck, I can't think of the movie. It was like 2008. It was filmed at this mall. Like the 5-6 scenes in that movie that were in the mall, it was filmed here. I can't think of the damn movie though. I'll think of it. I'll look it up. Yeah. Here we go. Now he's inside. This is inside. And it was a bunch of little small stores. I think the biggest thing they had was like the dollar store. And for a while they had FYE. I guess this was towards the tail end. No, not Ted, you asshole. Yeah, I see. Sounds a tri-state. Oh, shit. Oh, alright. This is over by the Kmart end. Before they built the wall. Trump joke. Oh, man. That's the side of the mall. And yeah, the trade tracks was right behind. I had a friend that lived right near that. It was so annoying in the middle of the night. I don't know why this asshole went to the side. What the fuck does that have to do with it? But, yeah, there it is. Yeah, that. I used to meet bitches in there. Oh, man. I can't think of the fucking movie now. Hold on, that's gonna bother me. Hold on. Mark Wahlberg. Lovely Bones. There you go. That's it. Yeah, I was filming. So I would going back to my story, I would tell the girls, like, all right, meet me at the food court at McDade Mall. Because if they were close to there, I'd be like, just meet me at the grid. We'll meet at McDade Mall. Stand there. I'll have them. Now, I have a fetish, and one of my fetishes is girls in button-down shirts. Fucking love it. I don't care what you can say. You can say whatever the fuck you want. I love girls in button-down shirts. Some can pull it off, some can't. My wife can pull it off, so I love it. And I would tell them to wear that. Why? I would tell them because that's how I could find out who you are real quick. Even though, I mean, because there was some that would use a different photo. You would be fooled, okay? Because they would look completely different from their photo. So I haven't wear a button-down shirt. So what I do, I'll do the lap around. I'll go in the mall, go over to food court, and walk completely around a couple of times just to see. Oh, there she is. Okay. Boom. And then I'll go for the second lap. Pretty much is like, am I gonna do it? Am I gonna do it? 95% of the time, I would do it. I would still engage, but there was a few occasions where I was like, eh. But then there was one time I wouldn't get a pick though, and wanted to meet, and the person's name was Camera, and I thought it was a girl, perceived that way. Go to the meeting spot and to find out it was a dude, and I ran away from the situation faster than a black person running away from a cop. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say something racist? No, it's a joke, you assholes. Alright, anyways, moving along. Yeah, that's and was that a different time? It was a different time where you were able to do shit like that. And I'll tell you right now, I think it's detrimental that you were able to do that, because kids today have it too easy. I mean, and they're not very vocal like we used to be. Because not only that, there were some conversations I would get into talking to them online to talking to them on the phone about an hour later. And we're talking, blah, blah, blah. I'll tell you, that was like the best fucking tool to talk to girls. If you didn't have the balls to do it, but I did. I just loved AOL Chat. There was something about it that was like a different level. And that's the way I've always been. I was able to get laid, but I would go rubbing tugs. It was just the excitement of it. It was that, you know, how to top it in a way without going too far. And the chat was that way for me. And so, yeah, this is what I thought of from watching that video. That's how my mind works. I think about that shit. Oh, it's the AOL Chat guy. Or you got mail guy. Oh, yeah, AOL Chat. I used to get a lot of trim from that fucking thing. And, well, years later, I'm married with a daughter. And I'm just hoping, God knows what it would be like when my daughter's at that age. Oh, man. I was starting to do that shit. Let's see, in 1999, I was about 15 or 16. So, and that's when I really got into computers. Like, we had a computer for about a year and a half at the point where I started going to AOL Chat in late 99. I'd just say but it didn't really hit me. I was into video games, but it's just, as far as getting on a computer, I thought it was kind of geeky. And then I realized what you could do, and then I came across AOL Chat, and that was the end of that. And then it moved on to AIM. AIM was another version. After pretty much what AOL went to shit, and then you had broadband, and people didn't really need fucking AOL anymore, because there were other ways, Internet Explorer, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, you had a broadband, so I went on to AIM, and they had the same things there, and Jesus Christ, man. And then moved on to MySpace. MySpace, same thing, you know, same kind of, you know, I did the same thing, just you didn't have to go through the A section location, because then there was a golden rule. Even with Facebook, if the profile pic was fairy with fairy dust, or if it wasn't a pic of them, they were usually ugly or extremely fat, one of the two. And that's why I go, oh God, back off. Kids do have it easy today. We actually had to work at it. Yeah. But you know what? I would say, Dorgan, as over the years, as technology got better, there's only one thing that comes to mind to people when new technology is brought to us. Like the internet, computer, smartphones, the Oculus Rift. First thing they think of, how we're going to implement porn on there. That's the way it is. We are some sick fucks, because the first thing we think of after new technology is presented to us is how we're going to get porn on that. Of course, Oculus Rift, you got the point of view porn, which makes you feel that you're right there, you're getting rode by some bitch. It's fucking awesome. Internet is one of the greatest inventions of our lifetime. Exactly. But it's also the worst thing that can happen to us, too, man. And there's both sides of the spectrum. But, yeah, I'll tell you, it is one of the greatest inventions. It is, but then, you got things like Twitter, and again, the social justice warriors, assholes. And that's the thing. You know what? I am shocked, Oregon, because you see the protesting with the whole Trump thing. I'm surprised you still see fucking protest. Because you see it more on the internet. Everything's more on the internet. Shopping's on the internet. Of course, interactions are more internet than in person. Everything is pretty much going to the web, on the internet, not personal interactions. I'm surprised at this point that there are still protests on the streets in America. As far as other countries, they're not as advanced as us, which is hence the jealousy. But oh well, that's their problem. They can figure it out. But yeah, I am shocked that in this day and age that there are still protests on the streets, because how everything else just went to the internet. What's this? Fact of the night: 1980s porn led to the invention of the VCR. See, I can believe that because you had to go somewhere. Because that's the thing. That was before my time, so we kind of lucked out with that. Where back in the day, if you watched a movie in theater, it's like, all right. Like now, it's like, oh, cool. I could go home and legally download it, or wait about 2 months, and next thing you know, it's on DVD, it's on VHS, whatever. Well, actually, when it was VCR, it would take months. So if a movie came out in like September, and it pretty much leaves theaters about November, maybe December, you wouldn't see it till that summer on VCR. And then DVDs actually sped up the process, where it would be less than a couple months after it left theater. So if it came out in September, it was out November, December, it would be out the latest February. They would already have that shit being produced as it's in theaters, and it's quicker. It was a much quicker process. But yeah, I can believe that because again, if you watched the movie at that time before VCRs, you had to wait for that shit to actually be on TV, and by then, the movie would already be at that point at least 5 to 10 years old. So if you're watching a movie that you saw 5 years earlier, like Star Wars, just say if you saw Star Wars, and I want to see it again, you would have to go in theater to see it again. And if it wasn't in theater, you had to wait for it to be on TV. And by then, if it came out in 78, you would wait until 1983, 84 before you were able to watch it again. It's just that's how it was before VCRs. So I can believe that, Dorgan. And I'll tell you, that is, again, porn is somehow always in the back of our minds when new technology is formed. And that actually, hence, invented that. I know a place that actually used to have a XXX drive it off. Yeah, there's some still probably exist. There's 2 actual drive-ins, not XXX, actual drive-ins. What is that? What does that say? Bite me? Oh, bite me. Welcome to the chat, my friend. Yeah, there's actual drive-ins in Delaware, which I'm like outside of Philly, so it's about a half hour, 40 minutes away from me. But yeah, it's funny. And then the drive-ins were actually for movies that they kept around longer because after they left theaters, indoor theaters, they would send them there so you could watch them at a time. Back then, they used to make more than 1 movie a year. It was not that bad. Again, I know it was a different time. Blake, me, I don't know how long you've been in here, but essentially this conversation stemmed off of the AOL. The guy that said you got mail is now an Uber driver, and I watched the video, and the first thing that came to my mind was all the shit I used to do with AOL Chat. That's how my mind works. I'm pretty warped. But yeah, it's like, oh god, technology. And I remember even before DVDs, and it was around the time of the VHS, there was Laserdisc, which was like the first introduction to DVDs, but they were like the size of a record, the big records. And we had that growing up, and there was very few movies. Not many were made on that. So that ultimately failed, and I think the only ones that really picked up on it were the schools, and that's when that was like late '80s, early '90s when I was in school that they would still use it, and ultimately, because my school district was so fucking dirt poor, they still use the same shit in the late '90s. So, yeah, depends on the player, yeah. But it was it definitely was a different time. If you chatted with a girl, it was either in person or AOL Chat. Now it's like girls are fucking just ultimately throwing fucking new pics of themselves via text. I swear, if I ever catch my daughter, I would fucking tire. You're staying in the house, and I'm finding the guy you fucking sent that to, and he's dead. I'm gonna hang him on the tree in front of the house. Fucker. So, again, overall, that was a nice stroll down memory lane. Oh, hell, an ugly guy like myself actually got trimmed. Hey, yo. Hey, yo, hey, yo. So, yeah. I guess, this will be one of the few things I'm going to talk about here. Check this play out. This happened yesterday. There you go. Check this out.
By Francis, and it's fielded at the goal line. And they're going to throw it back across. Now, Liviante Gonzalez was laying down the end zone. That was a very interesting attempt at a decoy.
He was camouflaged.
Now watch this shit. Look at that.
Blue jerseys, all blue tops and bottoms. Where is he? In the end zone with the blue end zone.
They didn't see him. I thought that.
Oh,
I thought that was awesome as shit.
I'm all blue camouflage. That was almost a bad throw. That ball almost hit the ground.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I thought that was awesome as hell yesterday. I saw that yesterday. I was like, wow, that is really fucking impressive. Who would have known the guy that did the voice of AOL? You got Mail as an Uber driver, and Jared from Subway's handing footlongs in prison. Oh, definitely is. Hey-oh, boom, dun 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 dun. There you go. But yeah, I saw that and I was like, that is actually very fucking smart. Guess all blue jerseys, blue end zone, they said. So it matched up. And yeah, he waited till they focused on that guy, and he's like, all right, popped up and ran out. Dude, I thought that was pretty fucking cool. It's like the hit a ball trick, and you always like the trick plays and what people come up with. And out of all the ones I've seen over the years, that was probably the most creative I ever seen. It's like he was like camouflage. He was like an iguana, fucking just blending in. Oh, they're not paying attention. Whoop, gone. I just wanted to say that. There we go. Of course, I want to get this out of the way. I will not be broadcasting tomorrow. I got work 6 to 1 tomorrow. But I'll be back Tuesday night for a game stream. I'll be playing Rocket League Reviewers. So if you're on Xbox One and would like to join me, you can. We're going to be playing games. I'm going to be playing games with viewers Tuesday night, 11:30 Eastern Standard Time. Of course, I have this show on Sunday and Wednesday nights. This is a talk show, The Machine's Major Malfunction, where I just talk about anything that either annoys me or we go down memory lane, like as we did tonight. And then you could also call into the show as right here, 585-632-6449. Hit the pin number 46753 when you come in, and you can talk to me live on the air. Who else does that? Yes, probably some with the little Discord thing. But as far as the actual fucking talk show where you could call with your phone and not download an app, this is it. There you go, baby. So, yeah, overall, this is my thought of the day. Trump is president. There's nothing you can do about it. Enjoy the 4 years. Could be good, could be bad. But ultimately, freedom of speech is probably going to make its return. Not hate speech, freedom of speech. To retort to what the left said and not have the scarlet letter placed on us anymore. And AOL Chat, I think should make a comeback. I think that would bring these kids to being more vocal compared to what they are now. It's depressing that the malls that we saw just moments ago is gone. It does depress me a little bit. And there's still some smart plays that go on in the world of sports with trick plays. And we also discovered that, yes, I do kick turds under a bed in the middle of having sex, not to ruin the mood. And I accidentally met a guy because of AOL Chat. So that's embarrassing things you learned about me today on the show. Again, I'll be back on Wednesday for a whole nother show. Of course, I know this ain't as long as the other ones. But, well, what can I say? You know, there was a lot to talk about. We went through it rather quickly. Have a good night, bro. Thanks for the kind words about... Oh, no problem. And there are about 4 Twitch streamers for calling. Well, there you go. Well, at least I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one. I'm just saying, and not many people have... Because I think it does take guts. But in general, it's time to go, my friend. Thank you so much. Hopefully you blight me. You follow me. I hope you follow the show. Again, I'm back on Wednesday or Tuesday night with the game stream, Rocket League reviewers. If you're on Xbox One, talk you stupid ass. Okay, I'm back. Take 2. If you got Xbox One, you can join me. Rocket League reviewers on Tuesday, and then I'm back with the Machine's Major Malfunction. Back Wednesday night, 11:30 Eastern Standard Time. Thank you all, everyone. We learned a lot today, and well, overall, I would like to thank you all. Everyone that popped in, Jordan, was quite good. There was a couple other new guys, one that followed, and then of course BC, I thank you for following. And anyone that's watching this on YouTube or in the archives on YouTube or Twitch, thank you for the support. Alright guys, I'm out of here. I'll see you Tuesday night. I'm not on tomorrow. Tuesday night. See you then. Thank you so much for tuning in. Trump is president now.